Once we're in our system of GL and working with functions, we need to work with the interpreter and interacting with it. Now remember, many of your scheme functions can be within the same file. They don't have to be related, but they at least can be put into one file. Now, the weird part is you must load the file into the interpreter, the scheme interpreter, before we can use it. Now, this is also a pain in the neck, and I'll show you here in a moment, is that once we get into the interpreter, we can't use the up, down, and tab keys to get our shortcuts and redo exactly what we had typed in before. Let me show you real quick. So in my example here, I started MZ Scheme, and you'll notice that it came up and we have it running just fine. Now, intentionally, I am loading in a bad file. It should have been example 1 instead of A, but I want to show you what I'm talking about here in a minute. So I'm hitting enter. Notice I'm getting some sort of error. So it would be nice if I would hit the up arrow and be able to type everything back in, but guess what? I do not have that up arrow ability, so I got to type in the whole thing all over again. Actually typed it up wrong the second time. Try it again, and there we go. Okay, so you get some type of response. Speaking about the response in this example, in the function example 1, that's the first example I showed you in the previous video and previous example where I had hello world, square root, a couple other items. Notice it displayed stuff. Now, because we ran the program, or excuse me, the scheme code does not mean that we'll get an output. The only reason that we got an output is because we used the display or printf. That's the only reason why we see something on the screen. The other portion is that we already had a main call all these functions in order to do this. So I can call other functions while I'm still here in the interpreter as long as that file is loaded. That file, function example 1, that's running in behind the scenes right now. So continuing the same file, again using the functions example 1, here I created another call, display square 12 on the run, and it gave me the correct answer. Finally, there are issues in loading. When loading, it will check the file for dumb errors, which is nice. But here's the bad part. If you had any changes or edited anything in the file, you need to reload that file, otherwise it's still thinking you're using the old version.